Welcome back to our YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about 3 reasons why you need to work out in the morning. Yes, so with that being said, let's get into the video. So firstly, why you should work out in the morning is because it kickstarts our metabolism. So when I'm talking about metabolism, what I mean is that everything that our body does to keep us healthy, the way our body breaks down nutrients from food to give us energy, to ensure that we're still breathing, to clearing of waste from our system, to just breaking down of substance and building up substance. Yes, sorry. So basically, that's what that metabolism is. Everything that our body does to keep us healthy. So, and for this metabolism, it has like a baseline for every individual due to like genetics. Everybody have like their own baseline. So that baseline of that metabolic rate is like average. So and when it's at this average level, everything that it does to our body is also average. Everything that it does to our body at that base level is also going to be average. So basically, I already said something like this before, that if you want to change the outside, you need to change the inside. So basically, if your metabolic rate is average, obviously on the outside you are also going to look average. So with that being said, if you want to look great, good, or better on the outside, then your metabolic rate needs to be better. So the best way to like actually like increase our metabolic rate so that our body is fully operational is through high intensive training, HIT. So and this high intensive training, whenever it happens, it like increases our metabolic rate. Our body is fully operational and it does like a lot more for our body. So throughout the rest of the day, when we work out in the morning, throughout the rest of the day, so far we've gotten our metabolic rate high. Any food that we are going to consume throughout that day, our body separates. Whenever we consume it, our body will separate the good stuff and keep it, and then remove the negative ones, maybe in form of shit. Those, it's just going to take it out of our body. Whenever that our metabolic rate is high, it has enough power to separate good from bad from whatever it is that we consume. And also, even in our system, it's going to just keep only the good stuff in our body and make sure that it takes out all the negative stuff, because that's how our body is wired. Our metabolism is to like help us stay healthy. So what happens if you don't like increase your metabolic rate like every day? So whenever this happens now, you know that if you don't work out, you don't do any exercise, your metabolic rate will just remain at baseline, right? So and at that baseline, your body will not have enough power to separate good from bad in your system. Obviously, it's going to separate some, but it's not going to be all. And the ones, those negative ones that are still remaining in our system, they will stay there. And whenever this type of things continues over time, that's now when people's stomach start becoming, they start getting fat here, their lap, their face, everywhere. They don't just look very good. I think you understand what I'm trying to say here. So it is very important for us to keep that metabolic rate high first thing in the morning, so it will just carry you on throughout the rest of the day. And the next day again, you do the same thing like that. So your body is coming from top metabolic rate back to base. Take it back up, take it back to base. Not that you'll be operating on baseline throughout. So this type of people that operate on that baseline throughout, they are the ones that you see them unproductive, lazy, tired, just sleeping, eating, just like that. So please, that's like, even though just personally, please work out, take care of yourself. It is very, very important. Because I know that if I should ask you now that where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, I don't think you tell me that I see myself fat. You see yourself, you say that I see myself with a very good physique. So think that's like very first reason why you need to work out in the morning. So I hope I've dealt justice to that. And also, I'm not saying you should build muscle or build Building muscle is also a form of high intensive training, but so far you are able to like do a particular workout that can like that to actually know that what you are doing is actually an high intensive training. That exercise must like leave you breathing deeply. You must be breathing like when you are done with that exercise. That exercise must like lead to that. So that particular point when you are breathing deeply, that's the exact point that you need to get to every single day. Because and if you now say that okay, you don't want to work out in the morning, adjusting like that, putting it in the afternoon or evening time is not actually good for you. So which leads me to our second reason. It enhances our mental clarity. So as for mental clarity now, so you see those role models, or let me say those celebrities and influencers that you like those people that you want to be like them. So there's something that they have in common. When you think about it, every single one of them they work out. So and basically they don't just work out just so that they can look great, but it's mostly because of the habit that comes with it. They don't just work out. Fine, you look great if you should work out, if you exercise, but there is like an invisible part, the part that most people don't see, are the habits that comes with that exercise that you are doing. So there is a particular study that shows that the average human being, whenever he sets a goal for his or herself, immediately they achieve it. They set another one for themselves. An example now is if you set a goal for yourself to achieve or to earn 100k in a month, and you do that, the next month you'll be like, okay, I want to earn 200. If you earn that, you'll be like the third month you want to earn 400 too. It goes on like that. So what is actually trying to say here is that the moment you achieve a particular goal, you begin to like set more for yourself. So those type of stuff are also like incorporated into fitness. And the fact that you set a goal for yourself to work out maybe 15 minutes every morning, immediately you achieve that, immediately you do that throughout the rest of the day, you begin to like attract more goals. Throughout the rest of the day, you begin to attract more goals, more opportunities, like more mindset changes, more mindset shifts. So and mostly whenever stuff like this happen, are mostly the goals that you set for yourself. Now calm down. The major reason why most people don't like often like achieve their goal is because they can't even remember. That's one of the major reasons why most people don't achieve their goal. Some people they set the goal for themselves. So January this year, and this is April. It's until when you ask them again, that's when they remember that they even set goals for themselves. So now imagine now, if you set a goal for yourself, 15 minutes every day you want to work out. Throughout the rest of the day, all that goals that you set for yourself, like in that January time, you keep remembering. Like they will keep coming to you, that you keep remembering that you have goals, you have goals, you have goals. And whenever there's like a chance for you to like achieve any one of them, then you put them into work. Because I know that you cannot achieve your goals if you are not working on it. So every day you are like constantly reminded, even though they are just your goals, other future plans, other opportunities, other things that you actually need to become a better human being, you begin to like see them. So that's basically the habit that comes with working out in the morning. So enhancing our mental clarity. So whenever you see people working out and you begin to project negative ideas onto them as if they are doing too much or what they are doing cannot actually help them, it's because you cannot like actually see what they are seeing. It's because of these habits that come with it. So whenever you are working out and somebody is looking at you somehow, I don't think you should let whatever they say influence you, because they cannot see what you are seeing. Basically, it's like they are blind at that particular point. So you are allowing someone that is like blind to like influence your own actions. So that is very, very wrong. So that being said, lastly is consistency. So whenever we begin to work out first thing in the morning, automatically it's like protects our morning time. It like shapes that morning time for us because mostly, in the afternoon, evening, we are mostly caught up with worldly activities. But you see, that morning time is like sacred. And whenever we do that, our mind like automatically wants us to do the same thing the next day. And one thing that is actually funny about consistency is that it gets to a particular point when it does not, that when I say the word consistency now, it feels like work. But it gets to a particular point when that consistency does not even feel like work again. What's actually very, very crazy that you will be consistent, but you feel like you are not consistent at all. And I think that type of level is what anybody will actually want to get to. Like, it becomes like part of you. That level of consistency does not feel like work again. So I think that's where I'm going to stop in this part of the video. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. Like, comment, and subscribe. Also, I know that like some people might have, or in the first video, some people complain about like the audio. So it is just for now. Eventually, we're going to have better audio quality. Yes. So it's actually like very, very crazy filming like this because I'm still getting used to just looking at my camera like this. So, but just with time, please, with time, I'm going to make YouTube videos better.